Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Last Defense Academy. When last we left off, we got a new student and today I don't really know what's going to happen, but all I know is that it's nighttime, so let's continue on.
You never know when the well then.
Yawn. Nighttime already. The day has gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. I stop talking about that now, though. I'd probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead, but now it was late, and I needed to get some sleep. Day 52. We're over halfway through the game and we still haven't had any other choices, apart from that one at the start of the game, so...
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give your...
Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. Boo 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 boom 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 boom. Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. Can't help but worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. It's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know. I come back to change and freshen up. But I should be getting back to Moko now. The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is going to feel. I hope she wakes up soon. Okay, and everyone else is in the cafeteria, so let's go. I was expecting a peaceful morning. Those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Huh? Kako and IMA? They're actually here today? What's going on? Oh no. Is Lady Kako going through a rebellious phase? I well remember when the Holy Jumanji sword got like that. Every time I tried to hug her, she'd slice me up. But looking back on it, she was still endearing in her own way. Kako and Ima are having some kind of disagreement. I've never seen them like this before. Yeah, it's all happening now. Fight, fight, fight. Now things are getting interesting. Talk to Kako, you see what I mean. What's going on with those two? I got a bad feeling about this. First they disappear for days on end, and now they're getting automatic. I think I liked it better the way it was before. I think you should talk to Kako. This is her moment. Like, I've never seen Kako get so angry before. She's actually pretty scary. Kako and Ima, well, it's like... I'm sorry, I'm no good at explaining things. You better ever talk about Kako about it itself. Okay, before I speak to Kako... I want to know what your guys' theories are, right? So, behind the defense door, I think is actually the Tokyo Residential Complex. I still think that. Or at least it's like the power source of the Tokyo Residential Complex. And in fact, like the Tokyo Residential Complex is like underneath this school or something like that. And so if the power went out, you know, everyone in the Tokyo Residential Complex won't have power, and etc. etc. The invaders, I'm guessing we can accept the world death is the thing. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but if raw death is a thing, then I think that's what's going to happen. And the commanders, I guess, are other humans who have been taken by the world to kill the other humans. But they have hemo anime, so I don't really know what that was all about. You guys are gonna have to give me a theory about Humo Anima and all that. Because I don't really know what Humo Anima is. Unless the commanders were previous experiments with Humo Anima and everyone here was successfully experimented on, and then the commanders are experiments which failed. Hey Karko, what's up? Something wrong? I can't take it anymore. Always doing what my brother tells me, staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I want
to fight too, just like everyone else.
You do? Well, it's about time, but hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. There's 86 of those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
What was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? Oh, your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama gonna go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Shh, don't butt in. We need to work this out between the two of them. Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
It's so infuriating when they voice like one or two lines in a conversation. Why is it inconsistent? Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
What? Come along, back to our room. You need a stud talking to. No, please. Come along, sister dearest. Do as your brother says. And then grabbed Kaku's hand and started dragging her towards the door. But before he could get there, that's enough. Give it a rest, man. Takamaru stopped in to block their path. I don't care if you are her brother. You got no right to treat Kaku like this. You really love her, shouldn't you respect her repeating a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her. From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into his pocket. Next he shoved something sharp and deadly looking into Takamaru's side.
Takamaru!
You piece of shit.
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything.
You know, I didn't think that Ima would be such an antagonist here.
Her happiness is my responsibility, and mine alone. She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty, nothing is too extreme for me.
Thunk. Takamaru fell to the floor, red puddles spreading out beneath him. Like, no friggin' way. He straight up shifted him. There's so much blood. Kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it? The killing has finally started. Come on, we have to stop the bleeding. We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone, help me tear it into strips. And if I touch anything, my total failure brotherhood's could infect the wound. Never mind that, just do it. We'll crowd around, doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. Wait a minute, the culprits escaped. Huh? Kurara was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takamaru's injury, IMA had disappeared. And he had taken Kako with him. Like they're both gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door? The coward. A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions. Just look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling. We could do with those two later. Right now, Takamaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back. We'll still have to try and save him. Someone help me with his legs. We are best to get Takamaru patched up. Then Eito, Yugama, Gaku, and I carried him back to his room. Oh. Alright. Lower him down gently.
Huh?
Like, right? Once we got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takamaru's eyes flew open and he immediately tried to get back up. That son of a bitch. Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. Stop moving around, you're gonna make it worse. You need to rest. This is just a scratch. Barely even hurts. Like you're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open, of course it hurts. Bringing you back to full health with a revival magic's always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that. Dying in battle is one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let someone like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, and if we do have the option of bringing people back.
Hey!
In that case, you'll have to stay here and rest until your wounds heal. Don't tell me what to do. I can just get... See what I tell you? Damn it. Give that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls enough in Takamaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. Guys, hear that? Ewan's mine. Don't go past any vigilante justice till I get back on my feet. Like, yeah, sure. Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. Damn it all to hell when I get my hands on him. Why does it have to be Takamaru he lashed out at? Things are only going to get worse now. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takamaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually he fell asleep and we finally felt competent leaving him alone. It's pretty late by the time I got back to my room. What a day. As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition, now we have to worry about IMA going postal on us too. You're gone too far this time. What's he thinking?
Huh?
What's that? As I looked absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. Ooh, is that a letter? It's a paper scrap. Ooh. I wonder what this is. There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? Is it some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy, as if it had been written in a hurry. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Is this... I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. It must have slipped away from IMA at some point and slid under my door. He wants me to get IMA to change his mind. That's quite the tall order. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too. This is the nighttime announcement, probably? Yeah.
You never will then.
Wow. Really is getting late. I spent more time with Takamaru than I realized. You want to show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. I'm going to talk IMA around. I need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. My 52nd day at the last Events Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either. Day 53. Ding dong, ding
Get prepped.
dong.
Be ready to give you.
Huh? Who'd be calling me this early? Or who can it be? Is it Nozomi? Still feeling groggy, I opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and a cheery smile.
Ah.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Ima? Forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask. Are you hiding something from me?
Yeah.
Hiding something?
Ah.
Perhaps I'm just imagining it. Then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it? This is the first choice that we have. Oh, and I can't save. I think in this situation, I would say no. Because he's dangerous, for one. Secondly, I don't think... I feel like telling him that Kako asked us to convince him would make it harder for us to convince him, ultimately. So I'm gonna say no here.
Duh?
Really? I just want to be sure I heard you correctly. Are you hiding something from me or not? I'm gonna continue saying no. Okay, well I have to say yes apparently, so just gonna do it 5 times, see if it... No, okay. I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. Never actually saw her though, she probably just slipped under the door. That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Crunch. Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me and screwed it up into a tight ball. Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills, if she thinks they'd work on me. How about we make a deal, Mr. Sumino? A deal? You really need more firepower? I don't mind joining the team. What? I do have one condition, though. You have to convince my dear sister not to fight. Convince Kako? She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people to get her to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you can do that, I'd gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that? Cross my heart. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. You just need somebody to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you come in. You can manage that. I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. Well, do we have a deal? I mean... I want Kako more than Ima, so I'm gonna say no.
Duh?
Don't be like that, Mr. Sumino. Do we have a deal? Okay. Okay, I guess we have to say yes.
Hey!
Alright, I'm feeling you're not going to take no for an answer anyway. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you made the right choice. My dear sister is a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. One of us has to get our hands dirty. It should be me. Anyone can see that. Okay. Just so long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What do you do then? Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen, though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. What? So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary. He said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. I did know better, though. Behind that smile, he was dead serious. He would gladly doom humanity for keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world. And now that that's settled, you should get to work. If you can't talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it'll only complicate matters.
Hey!
And remind me, whose fault is that? Haha, guilty as charged. Well, good luck. IMA waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So, turns out we're trying to convince Kako, not IMA. Don't like it, but IMA hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. But I like to have accepted her request and turn it around on her once she's opened up to me. Kind of a rotten thing to do, but it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. Okie dokie. I mean, we can just ask Kako herself what she wants. Should we see what the others say, actually? Kako? Why would I know anything about her? I suppose you wouldn't. How about you, Kirschka? This world-class dumbass, she knows nothing. You'd simply be wasting time by asking. You haven't even given me a chance to answer. Okay, so what do you know about her? Nothing, naturally. Who gives a damn about those weirdo twins anyhow? All they ever do is hold up in a room while the rest of us are in danger. Gaku does want to fight, though. You heard her say so, right? As if that pampered princess could handle herself in battle. Better that, she stays a pathetic shut-in rather than become a burden on us real fighters. You're as harsh as ever. And why wouldn't I be? Even if she got worked up enough to mix it up with the rest of us, she'd be nothing but a nuisance. Ha ha ha. It's rare to hear you get so emotional with Lady Kuroro. What's that? Are you trying to impugn my nobility, you simpleton? I'll pluck that ponytail off your head and toss it so far away no one will ever find it. But without this, I would cease to be me. Doesn't seem like I can get any information from these two. Let's go somewhere else. Okay. Let's go speak to these. Wonder why they're in the classroom. There's nothing in the classroom, I don't know why they're here. Someone's trying a nasty girly goes. I didn't say a single thing about that. She's not even trying to hide her disappointment. Look for information on Kako. Is there anything you know about her? I heard she likes detective novels and shows. She even asked me for recommendations. But I'm way too simple for that stuff. My lane's killing games, gory games, and banned games. Okay, was there anything? Oh, I just had a great idea. You should get killed, Takumi. What are you talking about? If you die, I can see your corpse and Kako and play detective. It's a win-win, right? Do it, do it. Don't worry, we'll check you and revive a medic after we're done.
Hey!
I'll pass. I don't have any time or reason to play those kinds of games. I figured you'd say that. Nobody ever listens to my suggestions. Oh, I got bummed out talking to you. I feel like I cry for no reason. I hate this. The music's gone pretty sour here. Better cut this short. Hello, Gaku. Like, huh? Info about Gaku? Will you pay me for it? Its greediness is so transparent, it's actually kind of refreshing. That depends. Have you dug up a scoop good enough to pay for? Like, of course not. Anytime I try to talk to her, that brother of hers butts in. That's why he even said that he'd start charging me for every 10 seconds I talked to his dear sister. The damn money grubber. You know, you'll want to talk. Like, anyway, that's why I've been careful never to talk to Kako if I can help it. I've had enough of getting stuck with massive bills out of nowhere. Saying you weren't always one sticking others with them? Kako doesn't seem to have any useful information. I'll have to ask someone else. Okay, let's speak to Kako herself, I guess. Oh, we still got a few non-speakers to speak to here. What do I know about Kako?
Huh?
Yeah, is there anything you've heard or noticed? Anything at all? Well, sure, there's plenty. Really? Like what?
Huh?
For starters, she's quite delicate, but she has a lovely frame. I can see the color of her blood through her pale skin.
Ah.
Hold up, just be clear, I don't need to know about her insides. In that case, there's nothing much I can tell you.
Hey!
Nothing? Gama was definitely the wrong person to ask. You want to know about Kako?
Huh?
Yeah, can you tell me any little details you might know? I would if I could, but I don't know very much about her. She and IMA are always together, and she's always cautious whenever I approach them. He really is extremely protective of his sister. There must be some reason he clings that closely to Kako. That's about all I know. Sorry, it's not very useful. I wish I had more to offer. Nah, it's nothing to worry about. I'll see this as well. Okay, let's speak to Kako first. Hello, Kako. Oh, Takumi, did you get the note I wrote you? The one about convincing Ima? Oh, good, you did get it. I wrote it so I could ask for your help without my dear brother finding out. I'm sorry to trouble you. So what do you think? Will you be able to convince him? Well, I'm still getting all the information I can first. Really? Thank you, Takumi. Are you sure about this? He seems dead set on not letting you fight. Whatever. He's always treating me like a child. Telling me sister dearest this and sister dearest that. Not what he did to Takamaru. He did cross the line there. It's true. He went to crazy levels to protect you. He's always been like that. He probably will until the day I die, but I can't live like this. So what would you want to do if you could live your own life? I want to be a detective. Ah, a detective? Yes, just like the person I've always admired. Never mind about me. I'm counting on you, Takumi. Please convince my brother somehow. Press her any further, she might get suspicious. Kako wants her independence so she can become a detective. Is that the only reason? Okay. Wait, do we want to do Shoma? Is there any other ladies? Tsubasa. Let's go speak to Tsubasa. Oh. You want to know about Kanko? I've only been able to talk to her a little every now and then. Anything you tell me is fine. Well, we're not tinkering with cars in here. She always has a spark in her eyes. She's really enthusiastic when she asks about bikes and driving techniques. I think she's into that stuff. I see. Thanks. That helps a lot. It's nothing. Don't mention it. Hey, by the way, check this out. It's a prototype I just finished. Look at that, custom-made motorcycle engine. Pretty sweet, huh? I overhauled it in my spare time to relax. I tuned it up so much. It's gonna give a real smooth ride from now on. To be honest, I can't tell what's so special about it. I'm glad you're so happy with the results. Yeah, I'm really proud of this one. This is only a prototype of something Takamaru asked me to do, so I think I've plenty more to work on. A motorcycle engine, huh? Hey, Tsubasa, do you think I could have that prototype? It's fine with me, but does that mean you're building something, Takumi? Maybe. I don't know if it'll work yet, though. Thanks to the engine and the info about cargo, too. Really helps. Okay. Yeah, let's speak to Ima, suppose. How is it going, Mrs. Sumino? Please be careful not to let on to my dear sister that you're trying to convince her and not me. I understand, but I need your help too. Your brother and sister. You must have some info about her you can share, right? I'd rather not let a single soul know any private details about my darling sister. But I suppose I have no choice this time.
Aha!
What would you like to know?
Huh?
Well, do you know anything about what she wants right now? That would be undeniably be a motorcycle. Precisely, a scooter. A scooter?
Yeah!
Our father was a detective. He often rode a scooter to work, an old-fashioned one. That made her want one as well. It's the first I've heard about your father being a detective. Well, he and our mother both passed away from a traffic accident while we were in elementary school. In spite of that, my dear sister's always admired our father's detective work. I see. Ever since our parents died, it's been just the two of us. We ate whatever we could to survive. We begged and even dumpster dived. I've done so many foul things for the sake of money. Weren't there any other adults who could take care of you? Well, of course, we had relatives that said they'd take care of us. Let's just say we've seen no shortage of the dark side of adults like that. What? That's why I decided never to trust anyone. As long as I had my dear sister, that was enough for me. IMA. I do not want my dear sister to see how foul this world truly is. I'm the only one who needs to bear that shame. I'll do whatever it takes for her sake, even if it means licking a stranger's boots. So that's the reason for his strange statement attachment to Kyoko. And you, Mr. Sumino, have been tasked with convincing my dear sister not to fight. Please take this assignment seriously. You may have had a lot of good info to offer. So Kyoko wants an old-fashioned scooter, huh? I don't remember that. Okay. Let's speak to Shoma, and then we'll stop the episode there. Huh? Info about Kaku?
Huh?
Yeah, can you tell me what you know about her? Conversations you've had with her or anything like that? I'm sorry, but I don't really talk to Kaku very often. I wouldn't want to catch any airborne particles from a pessimistic fungus like me. Haven't you interacted with her at all? Well, come to think of it, when I was starting Takemuro's super intense to hell and back training regimen, Kaku did drop in on us. Before she could say anything, Ima showed up and took her back to his room. And she wanted to train with you? Does seem pretty enthusiastic about joining the fight. You think so? But I thought for sure she came to observe a social odyssey on the verge of death, dripping her sweat and snot. I'm still curious about that training involved. No one could have expected as dramatic a transformation as yours. Oh, if that's the case, maybe you'd like this? A tire? What for? Part of the training was having me run while pulling a tire. If you're interested, please feel free to use it yourself, Takumi. Don't worry, I've fully disinfected it. My inferiority spores aren't on it anymore. Okay, thanks. I found doing any training, but maybe I can use this for something. Might as well hold on to it. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. A little less talking from me and a little more talking from all of the NPCs. But that's fine. I think next episode will be convincing Kako. Bit of a different convincing than the others, but should be okay. But we will be getting Ima in the next fight, which will be very nice. I'd be very interested to see what Ima's combat style is. But for now, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I'm still trying to rack my brain about the moon, the Techno Moon, and also like the defense room stuff and all that. So it is difficult, but I'm sure we'll find that out closer to day 100. But for now, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I shall see you all in the next episode, and have a lovely time. Good night.